Yep.
All right.
It's a good thing we don't have a lot of people on yet. Nick can tell us a little bit about what he does, but we'll wait to see if our audience builds a little bit. I hope wherever you guys are, the sun is as bright and beautiful as it is here. It's actually, what, 38 degrees today and sunny?
Yeah, snow and ice and everything expected tomorrow, but that's
Listen, we're not talking about tomorrow. Let's talk about today in the sunshine. Yay! I'm over all the snow and ice. I really am. I'm done with it. So Nick, do you want to kind of tell us what you do as the, let me get it right this time, Director of Asset Management?
Sure. So most of you, or some of you, know who I am. I understand that a lot of our followers are drivers of ours, so we appreciate that. But for those of you that don't, I just a kind of little bit of background of where I came from and how it came about in the position I'm in now. I started in recruiting with tradition very early in the early stages, and grew with the company as it evolved and continues to evolve. So I'm excited about that. But we moved from a stage of what we would consider a small company to probably a medium size going to large. And as we grow, there's more equipment evolved into the company, so that all needs to be managed. So when it comes to the trucks, the trailers, whether that's maintenance, leasing, all of that, I have a part in, along with help from others. So just assets of the company, and just kind of looking over those as we grow.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun fact, Nick is actually the one that hired me and interviewed me, and I did not even apply or interview to become a recruiter. I actually applied for a position, behind us in customer service, and Nick thought there was a better position for me, which I love what I do now. So, hey, thanks, pal.
Yeah, no problem. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Appreciate you. So talk to us, I don't know, fuel mileage is huge. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Conserving fuel, because that comes right out of our lease operators' pockets. So kind of give some, I don't know, pointers or feedback that you've gotten as to how the drivers can save money doing that.
Yeah, so I mean, fuel realistically is or could be the biggest expense in any lease program, and that is based on the tractor that you drive and how you drive it. All lease operators or owner operators know this to be factual. Obviously, rate per mile in your freight, and then the price at the pump, that helps. But what I think some folks may forget, and as I talk to more owner operators, is it's how you operate your truck and how fast you're running it and the conditions and so on. So it's no secret that the tractors that we offer in our program, or most of the tractors that we offer in our program, are not the quote unquote fuel efficient tractor. They are the classic looking square hood, big nose tractors. That's just what we went after when we spec'd the trucks.
More the nostalgic look, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the look that our president and board of directors wanted to go, and we knew that this was going to be an uphill battle with fuel efficiencies. But just this week I was conversing with one of our operators, and we're talking about fuel mileage and how he saves, and that is operating the truck at the optimal mile per hour and to maximize that mile per gallon. And believe it or not, his particular tractor, and every tractor has its sweet spot, but his particular tractor likes it at 53 to 56 or 55 mile an hour, and that's where he's at, and he doesn't have a problem with that because he knows he's more profitable at that time when he's running there. Now, not every tractor is the same. I talked to another one, and he can run 63 and be okay. So it really depends on the tractor and how you like to run. So everybody is going to operate differently. We can only give the information that's passed on to us and hope that it helps.
Well, and weight, you had mentioned earlier weight plays into it as well, as far as what your loads, how heavy your loads are too. So
yeah, of course. So a lot of what this particular operator was talking about was, he's typically right around the 30 to 40,000 pounds on his trailer. So and I think that's pretty average for what we pull in our drive-in division. So and I think we'll fall right in there. But again, it's about how the tractor's being operated.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good points. Hey, we always want to give a shout out to people that are watching. Jay, thanks for tuning in as always when you're not on it. Ann Alexander, thanks for saying hi. Kevin Hancock, hey, how's it going? So thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys.
These chairs are very slippery.
Yeah.
Just a side note.
That's why you got to sit up straight. I told you that before we went live.
Yeah,
you got to sit up.
Sorry.
You have to have good posture anyway. It's important. Except for now, my big head, as you pointed out, covers up part of our work.
Yeah, so hey, side note, we figured out how to get the sign in the back the right way. So
we did. So
exciting.
we have to use the computer, but as you guys have seen in the past, that's a nightmare. So if you can't hear Nick, you have to tell him. Like somebody already said, you can't hear him.
Hey, I'll yell in the mic.
Because apparently this thing only picks up my voice, which, whatever. I don't know. It's my computer. Maybe it likes me better.
That's probably true.
Right? All right, so trucks. Let's talk about trucks that we have. I mean, I know in other videos we've talked about those, but you can probably even give us a little bit more, I don't know, insight on what we've got, maybe even what we're looking at in the future. You got some inside scoop on that? Not to put you on the spot.
Yeah, thanks. It's no secret. Obviously, the Peterbilt 389. It's actually one of my favorite trucks in the fleet. I love the way the look of the truck. We have the W900, which are harder to come by. They're more of a sought-out tractor in the fleet, but we do have those occasionally. And then obviously the T680, and then the International Lone Star as well. Going forward, I will say that we are looking at multiple options. So to say that we're leaning one way or another doesn't hold any, I guess, weight in any comments. So I'm not going to lead to any conclusions or assumptions. So I will say that we're looking at tractors for 2019, but to be determined.
Gotcha. That was very politically correct.
Yeah. So the spec sheets are being looked at right now, and we're looking at options, and I'm excited about the growth and where the company's headed in 2019. So
yeah, definitely, and that's always a good thing to know. Also, that we are growing, we are expanding.
Yeah.
In the same token, and I'm just going to make this comment. I can't expand on it much, but in the same token, we're also securing more customer freight. That's always a goal of ours. As our fleet grows, we want to have more customer freight. So that's constantly in the works as well.
Yep, absolutely. I think you guys talked a little bit about the flatbed division and that customer. So that was a nice tee off to 19 for business development. So those guys are continuing to beat the path and bring on some more customer freight. So absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So Jennifer and Sean are one of our team drivers. So hey to you guys, and hey Kathy for tuning in. Sean wants to know how I finally got you to sit still.
There's a seatbelt in this chair. So,
in this slippery chair.
Yeah, so I'm being forced.
Some super glue.
Yeah.
Nick usually is all over this building all day long. So yeah, he's a very, very busy guy. And I appreciate you taking time to come out.
Yeah, not a problem. I enjoy this. I watch every. It may not be exactly when you guys go live, but I do watch later. My wife watches as well, so I know people outside the company are enjoying these videos as well. So.
I would love to do a Facebook Live with Carly. So shout out to
probably not.
What? We would have fun.
I'm sure you would.
All right. Anyway, back to business. So we talked about trucks, fuel mileage. What about leasing? Want to hit on that?
So I mean that hits home with me, just because typically that's where we put our vehicles, and our leasing director Emma. That's her cup of tea as well. So leasing is a big part of this company. It was no secret when it was developed. That's the way it was going to go. We are heavy lease operator, although we still are adding company drivers. I think, what are we deploying this week? Three or four?
Yeah.
So and that's exciting. So we still need that base of company driver as well. But fact be known, it is a heavy lease operation. Again, we have the 6 month, we have long-term leases, we have short-term leases. So if you don't want to make that big commitment to the long-term lease and the purchase of a tractor, we have the option to do something short-term, and you can certainly go that way to, and lack of a better term, feel us out, to see how we operate and make sure it's a good fit for you.
Right, and that's kind of how we talk about it too when we talk about new or potential drivers. You know, you can come on as a company driver for even, I don't know, 2-3 months, check out the company, check out the freight and all that. And if you like what you're seeing and you know you're going to make money, you can go over into the lease program at any point in time. So I think that's definitely something awesome that the company has set up just for the convenience of new drivers, really.
Sure, absolutely.
Good deal. Well, I think moving forward, I think as much as we can, maybe even once a month, we'll try to have a guest appearance with somebody, maybe see if we can have, I don't know, different operations come in, operations teams, or.
Yeah, I think that was my idea.
I was going to say that.
Well, just throwing that out there.
Yes, it was. Actually, today we were talking about it. He's like, hey, what about guest appearances? So
little did I, I didn't mean to throw my own self into that.
That's right. Hey, I like it. Now, if it was your idea, kudos to you, and you'll be back on, right?
Yeah, at some point, we'll see.
Yeah, all right.
So I just want to give kudos where they're deserved, and that is the pride and polish that you guys did last week. I think that is phenomenal.
Yeah.
One thing about it is, we have these great vehicles. We don't get to see them on the road as they're operating every day and all the time. So when we see the pictures that are posted, I love to see that just because I like to see a clean truck and see that polish job and see the shine on it. So that was a good hit, and way to go there.
Did you catch it that we're doing it every month?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so it's going again. So make sure you guys get your pictures in. And you can even text them in to us. You can email them, send them on Facebook Messenger, however you want to do it, get them to us so that way we can get them put on Facebook and get you guys in the drawing for bragging rights. So yeah, that was awesome. Especially with the seasons changing, hopefully sooner than later. I am beyond ready for spring. It'll be easier to keep your trucks clean and and all that type of stuff. So looking forward to those pictures as well. Good call on that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So before we came down here, I stopped in to talk to Dawn in Payroll, who actually she's HR Payroll now. And she had a couple of suggestions for our current drivers, maybe even some tidbits for drivers that are coming on board or looking to. As far as paperwork goes, if you can submit paperwork as soon as you deliver your load, that's very helpful for everybody involved. So what it does for you, it gets that load taken care of. It's already submitted. You don't have to worry about it except for putting it in your trip pack. And I'll touch on that in just a second. But that way, it's also, payroll already has it in their hands. You're not missing any pieces to it. And it helps you get your settlement sooner because they have that information on a daily basis as opposed to a big chunk of it coming in all at once. So that's helpful. Your trip packs, you can put more than one BOL in your trip packs at a time. Send them in once a week. Put all your BOLs for that week in your trip pack and send them in that way. No need to send them in one at a time. Again, keeps everything together and handy. So, scaling. I didn't even know this. I guess I haven't been out on the road, so I wouldn't know it. But scaling, you can scale and rescale once a day. Normal? Like,
yeah,
do people scale that often? I guess I didn't realize
they
that.
get loaded. They're gonna want to know where their weight is on the truck. And then the additional piece to that is we have the app that they can use as well. So that's nice as well.
What's the app? I'm sorry.
So the TransFlow mobile app also has the scales built in. So I believe, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that you can log in and never have to get out of your truck and get the scale ticket right on your phone. So
See, that's handy. Look, you're teaching me something new. I had no idea.
As long as it's active, I think it's good. I seriously, I think it's working. So I've heard people say they're using it.
If not, sorry, but we'll work on it.
Yeah.
Nick will work on it.
Yeah.
On it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can scale and rescale once a day using your Loves card, if need be. I assume that would be if that app isn't working?
No, I think it's a pretty true statement that was made. So.
Okay. Not as on this guy.
That's fine.
All right, truck washes. We get this question a lot. So truck washes, you can get your truck washed. We have an account at Blue Beacon, and you can get your truck washed once a month, and that'll come out of your maintenance account, providing you have money built up in there. You can get it washed once a month. That money will come out of your maintenance account, and then you can actually get your truck washed once a week, and then it just comes out of your settlement.
Yeah, Blue Beacon account. No, yeah, Blue Beacon. Just roll in there with a Tradition truck and give them your truck number, and you can go on the account there. So I maintain that account, so they have all of our trucks. If you get there and there's something wrong with their system or whatever, you can call your dispatcher and they can get that sorted away for you.
What about trailers?
So trailers, once a month, and they can get washed as well. So.
And then they just let.
They're loaded as well, so they're built into the trailer numbers are built into their system.
Perfect. Yeah, I didn't even know that. Awesome. Go ahead.
No, I just remember, maintenance. So I kind of look over the maintenance department as well. But maintenance is key, guys. Make sure that your trucks are being maintained. If you're due for PM or DOT inspections, make sure you're rolling through Loves and getting those done. If you're not sure when that truck or if the trailers do, certainly reach out to your dispatcher and ask them. That's been a huge focus of ours in making sure that our preventative maintenance and DOT inspections are done in a timely manner. So I appreciate the help out there.
Awesome. I think follow us on YouTube and Instagram, because this was Nick's first time. Nicole and I didn't botch it last time. I wasn't going to go live on both. Maybe one of these times. I keep talking about it, but if we don't botch it this time and the computer doesn't shut down or catch on fire or fall over, we should be good.
Yeah, we haven't got the low battery light yet. So
no, we should be good. And we're not upside down, and this is going pretty well. That's
awesome. I'm pretty happy that the sign in the background finally.
Listen, this is hard. I said from the very beginning that we are not professionals by any means.
No, and that's what makes it fun. So.
We're just regular people over here working and trying to figure out social media.
Absolutely.
So, all right, what else do you have to add? Anything?
I don't. I'm very thankful for those folks out there that are driving and in our vehicles every day. Because without you guys, we don't exist. So, and that's the fact of the matter. If I can help in any way, certainly reach out to me, whether it's through your dispatcher or whoever, if you can't get me on the phone. But again, I appreciate what you do day in, day out, and I look forward to growing through 2019 and seeing where Tradition goes. We have trucking, we have the brokerage, we have logistics, and the different departments that make each arms there. And I think we're heading the right path, and I'm excited about where we're going.
Me too. It is exciting. It's exciting to see, even since I've been here, it was a year in October, how much bigger we've gotten and added the terminals, and it's been an exciting journey so far. I can't wait to see what 2019 has.
Indianapolis is huge.
Yeah.
We have Goshen, Angola, so that's fun. It's amazing. Like I say, I've been with Tradition since day one. We have 14 trucks. Tim and I, our president, were just talking about this morning. To come from 14 tractors all the way up to 206 power units now. So, and growing through this year. So, very exciting. Again, I appreciate everything all you drivers do and operators that are out there. I know you guys, we say our jobs are stressful, but you probably hold or do hold the most stressful job out of any of us, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. I am going to turn it around and say also all of our operations teams, planning, dispatching, we don't give you guys enough credit either. I mean, you guys are working long hours and planning, and that job in and of itself, I can't even imagine. I mean, I call this area behind us, which is where CSR is, and planning and dispatch, I call it the bullpen. There are times when you walk through here and it's tense, but there is a lot of power units, as Nick just said, out on the roads, and it's important for us to keep you guys moving and gals moving so that everybody's being successful. It truly is a team effort. If we didn't have everybody involved, everybody that's on the phones, everybody that's brokering, everybody that's CSR, you know, everybody that's working, it truly is a team effort, and we appreciate everybody involved, drivers and employees otherwise. So thank you all for what you do. We appreciate each and every one of you. And like I said last week, we'll be coming on Tuesdays live. So tune in there. I'm not sure if we've nailed down a time. I don't know, 3:30 seems to work okay. So we may stick with that for a little while. And
yeah.
I don't know. I'll try to post it on there though before we come on live, so that way everybody knows, and we can have a ton of people watching this and watching us not screw up. Yes.
I have a recommendation for next week, but I'm gonna keep it secret because I'll give it to you.
Wait, we did secrets last week. Like that was the whole like build up.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna tell you who I'm gonna recommend.
Oh, you have somebody that needs to come.
Yeah, I have somebody in mind.
Okay, all right. Cool. Hey, also, if you guys are drivers with us and you want to see a specific somebody on here with us.
Yeah, make a suggestion. That's
yeah.
better. Actually, you should let your audience choose.
Right? That's a good idea too, but that person has to be willing to do it. We're not gonna force people to do it. There's some people that just absolutely don't want to. So me, on the other hand, I'm cool.
Me
You're
too.
Cool.
Yeah, whatever.
It's all good. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. Good job. Thanks for joining me today. Appreciate you.
Peace.
See you guys next week.